Dying from myself. Moments of light with Toro the Decoder. I had come to the conclusion so many times that life in creation is being a dream or illusion in which nothing is real, all part of constant change, created in duality and bound to time. I had faced physical death and experienced the stream or road of light and sound leading to eternity, and was somewhat disappointed that I didn't die. I had experienced many times that something inside this human body that was real and forever, like most of us, but so difficult to hold on to. I had also heard many times that when that something inside is on the list to return to its source, that the mortal illusionary self will have to die, and that this is a process on multiple levels and areas of life. So many times I had to, or left everything behind, was put onto this journey and going through endless transformations and changes of thoughts, words, and action patterns. I had even gone through several water fasts, and one lasting a month, and going through so many unknown experiences and letting go of things. It was a time when some friend mentioned being homesick, and me realizing that this had happened only once, when I was young. I had learned to feel being at home in this body and wherever I was. It was during that same time I joined some friends in a procession on a special day devoted to those who have passed away. Walking in the procession, it came to me again that from the moment we are born, that we are in a process of dying. It was at a time late in my life when I had ended up somewhere on my own with no familiar faces or points of references, as I called it. It had already happened several times that I felt uprooted, lost, alone and lonely in my travels, or nomad life, as my daughter called it. And these times had been a blessing and driving me within to be more in silent prayer and meditation. This time, however, these worldly disturbing confrontations had me in their hands. I was thinking about going into practice again, speaking and reaching out to see if my life work could be published, thinking about a partner or changing place again, but there was no real incentive, feeling or longing connected to it. Possibly because I had now enough life experience and knowing that these things were no solution, and especially not for these confrontations. I tried to sit more, but even that didn't work. It was a fight, tiresome and disturbing, until a change took place. The day before I had listened to a man who was part of a group that prayed and seemingly healed others by doing this, and he asked me if he could help and pray for me. To my own surprise, I answered with a no thank you, and that I was also thankful for the pains and struggles in my life. It was the next day that these uncomfortable feelings and even my situation got to a climax and didn't even feel being in my body at all. In a talk with somebody I felt I could speak about this, I revealed my state of being, and the words reflected themselves back, and me saying again, "Thank you." Even though I was not physically dying or in a life-threatening situation, I was dying from myself, and still looking and fighting to find some connection on the outside. I took a deep breath and did let it go, and was even more thankful for this experience, because one day this will come before me, and maybe I could stay in practice to feel just this and be in this awareness that all in the mortal world is nothing, not real, a dream, and an illusion, and all just taking place because that something inside and the divine has put me on the list. I had thus experienced many times ways of dying, and experienced that meditation and inner silent prayer was a process of dying while living when sitting in meditation, but not in the way I was experiencing dying at that moment in time. For sure, there was more to come, and just said, again, thank you. I had finally accepted this state of being.